What's up, everybody? It's your girl Anaya, back with another video. And today we're gonna be starting this small table refurbishment. Lately I just been forgetting to just record the process, but this time I'm not forgetting. I almost forgot because I already started on one of the legs and disassembling it, but good thing I got a video of me disassembling it, so I'm just gonna add that in. And yeah, we're just gonna go through the process of this and see how it goes. So let's get to it. As we do, I'd like to talk to you guys today about overcoming challenges. This has been a prominent theme in my life these past few weeks, especially this last week coming up, and I just have a few different points that I'd like to talk about, maybe in the hopes of helping anybody or just anything. Okay, so by now I'm sure you're well aware life comes with many challenges, and they can really wear you down. They can really make you think all sorts of things, all sorts of confusion and weariness that they can bring and fill your heart with, making you question life, God, situations, all sorts of things. But nevertheless, a much provides growth that is so necessary for us to have any type of progression in life. I'll give a present situation that I'm currently facing. A couple weeks ago, my neighbor asked me about fixing a cabinet door for him that had split. Now, initially, I was saying, oh, this is going to be an easy fix as he was talking about it. But then he told me that two of the sides had water damage on them. So, no, not an easy fix, a complete redo. And at first, I was feeling less than confident because I already knew that it was going to require some work that I had not previously done in a long time and not fully equipped for. But me being me, I'm not going to turn down any type of opportunity to advance my skills, refresh my skills, renew my skills in any type of way, even if I'm not fully confident at first, because I know for a fact that God placed that into my life for a reason. And even though the reason may not have been revealed yet, still, it doesn't mean that the reason is not there. But as you continue on exploring and trying to overcome whatever difficulties in the way, things are going to be revealed to you, just as they were being revealed to me. And for me, I believe the reason from God that I was being asked to fix this cabinet door is to more and more not to be afraid to advance my skills and to trust that even if I do not know how to do something, that I have full faith to be able to figure it out and research and try to find a solution. And that's exactly what I did. At first I was like, how am I going to do these doors? How am I going to do this groove? Because me knowing me, I already know that trying to do any type of thing with the handheld router, it's not going to be the safest way. That's just not the way for it to be done. So thinking more and more, I was like, okay, the number one thing, initially I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I'm gonna do this without a table router. The more and more I think, I'm like, what do you mean? Just make a table router. And if you just make one, problem solved. Everything will be so much simpler. And that's exactly what I did. So I went on to making a table router. And of course, even with that initially, I was a little bit wary of doing that because if you know anything about table routers and table saws are two of the most dangerous tools in woodworking because one, how fast the blade is spinning, and two, because of if there's any type of improper use, it can obstruct the piece. It can cause all types of accidents that, you do not want. So, of course, I was already going into that like, okay, another sort of challenge that I'll have to overcome. But nevertheless, I knew that, hey, if this challenge is being presented to me, I can do it. This is fully within my reasons of being able to do something. I'm one of those firm believers. I can do anything. Shoot. I just have to put my mind to it. And that's what I did. Put my mind to making a table router, and turned out really well. And I'm very happy that I did that, because now not only am I going to be able to do this for this project, but now I upgraded my skills and my abilities with the tools that I'll be able to use because in the past I've used table routers when I was in a shop-like setting, and yes, it makes things much easier, much safer. About 80% of the things that you can do with a router, you need a table router for. So I just expanded upon that just by overcoming that challenge of, okay, let's figure out how to do this, and just by accepting this challenge. And I'd say it's very important to know that before there's going to be any type of blessing, there's going to be a battle. And you surely, if not mostly, cannot see what is going to be on the other side. If many of you know the story of Moses and him leading the Israelites out of Egypt into the promised land. Now, they had a battle to overcome too, and that was the Red Sea. And one thing about it is we as people must learn to live above what you can see. You cannot always see what that promised land is going to be or even how to get there. But you have to have the faith that God will get you through it. You have to have the faith that no matter what type of situation, as long as you're trying to persevere through it, grow, that you will make it to the other side, and the other side will be a sweet, sweet victory. Now, I'm not going to say going through those obstacles and challenges along the way are always going to be easy. Sometimes they prove to be very difficult. But one thing that always helps me, is staying connected to the source, aka God Almighty. Just like if you're going underwater, a scuba diver needs to have oxygen. They are not from the sea. They are from the land where they breathe oxygen as source. They must stay connected to their source in order to thrive, in order to be prosperous, in order to really, survive in a well manner. And that I see to be the same for us. We must stay connected to our source in order to truly overcome these challenges in a rightful manner. That provides the truest form of growth, the best growth and understanding that we can possibly have. And a very common problem I see today in society is that people are trying to search outside of them constantly trying to find answers to these challenges and ways around them in society when society is plagued with challenges, in many parts just dishing out fake narratives and solutions that will just lead in corruption. And yes, sometimes people can give you insightfuls, but truly going within, taking the time to settle down and hear what the true answers are for you is the only thing that proves to be the most helpful. And many times if you give yourself a moment, it will come. Just like me knowing that, hey, I'm going to have to make this router table. That's going to be the necessary thing to do. And I just had a knowing in my heart like, okay, well, this is what needs to be done. And that's what we need to do. And many times it's because society is telling us so many different things that we begin to lack the confidence in our own voice. But the more you begin to listen to, what you know is right, what you feel is right, that first thought, that hindsight of, feeling in your gut, then more and more it will begin to build, and you will truly know solutions on solutions, and overcoming challenges will be nothing to you. It will be a second nature, helping you take more and more action without delay and overall producing better solutions. Because I don't know about y'all, but I personally do and would love to become the best version of myself. And the only way you ever will get there is by overcoming challenges, building yourself more and more by knowing what you can do, what you're capable of, and ever so expanding upon that. So I hope y'all got some good takeaways from that, maybe helping you think a little bit differently about challenges and how you should face them, as well as a nice video transformation. Thank you guys for watching. As always, we are created to create. So keep on. Keep on keeping on.